Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel, Variety News. In today's video, we'll be sharing the most recent deaths in the national news as reported in the fourth week of March 2026. We'll be covering notable figures from all around the world. Before we begin, we kindly ask that you support our channel by liking this video. Your support, it means a lot to us. Thank you. Actor Tom George died March 18, 2026 in London at the age of 88. He was frequently seen on British TV and shows like Boys from the Black Stuff, Doctor Who, and Between the Lines. Now, George is also being remembered for his performance as George Thomason in A Fish Called Wanda. Actor and martial artist Chuck Norris died March 19, 2026 at the age of 86. He was a legendary action star, fighting his way through movies like The Way of the Dragon and Missing in Action, and his iconic toughness inspired a series of internet memes in the 2000s. He is being remembered for his starring performance in the long-running TV series Walker, Texas Ranger. Now, Norris was a U.S. Air Force veteran who served for 4 years in the 1950s and 1960s. Also, Ed Bernard died January 23, 2026 in Los Angeles at the age of 86. His death was announced this week. He was one of the stars of the 70s TV series Policewoman, playing undercover detective Joe Stiles. Bernard is also being remembered for TV shows like The White Shadow and Hardcastle and McCormick, as well as for such movies as Shaft. Actor Nicholas Brendon died March 20, 2026 in his sleep of natural causes at the age of 54. He was one of the stars of Buffy the Vampire Slayer, playing geeky best friend Xander in the cult classic TV series. Now, Brendon is also being remembered for his performance in such shows as Criminal Minds and Kitchen Confidential. Former FBI Director Robert Mueller died March 20, 2026 at the age of 81. He was the director of the FBI from 2001 to 2013, serving under both President George W. Bush and President Barack Obama. He was appointed special counsel for the Department of Justice in the investigation of alleged Russian interference in the 2016 presidential election. Mueller was a U.S. Marine Corps veteran of the Vietnam War who received a Purple Heart and a Bronze Star for combat valor. Also, musician Ronnie Bowman died March 22, 2026 in Nashville, Tennessee. He died after a motorcycle accident at the age of 64. He was a bluegrass great who sang lead vocals and played bass with the Lonesome River Band throughout the 1990s. Bowman is also being remembered for his solo work, including his IBMA Bluegrass Award-winning songs Cold Virginia Night and Three Rusty Nails. Actress Carrie Ann Fleming died February 26, 2026 of cancer at the age of 51. Her death was announced this week. She had a recurring role in Supernatural as Karen Singer, Bobby's wife. Fleming is also being remembered for her role in iZombie as Candy, a zombie who worked for Blaine. Next up on the list, actress Valerie Perrine died March 23, 2026 at her home in Los Angeles. She died of complications from Parkinson's disease at the age of 82. One of her most prominent roles came in Superman and Superman 2, where she played Eve Tessmacher, Lex Luthor's girlfriend and assistant. She is also being remembered for her Oscar-nominated performance in Lenny, as well as her prominent roles in The Last American Hero and Slaughterhouse-5, Can't Stop the Music, and many more. Microbiologist J. Michael Bishop died March 20th, 2026 in San Francisco. He died of pneumonia at the age of 90. He won the 1989 Nobel Prize in Psychology of Medicine for his work to discover genes that cause cancer, which profoundly changed our understanding of the disease. Bishop is also being remembered as an educator who taught at the University of California in San Francisco for decades and later became its chancellor. Yoga teacher Lilius Folan died March 9, 2026 in a assisted living facility in Loveland, Ohio at the age of 90. She brought yoga to a wide audience in the U.S. with her PBS program Lily's Yoga and You, which ran for nearly 3 decades, beginning in 1970. Folan is being remembered for inspiring generations of viewers with her gentle and calming yoga practice. Singer and songwriter Chip Taylor died March 23, 2026 at the age of 86. His best-known songs were recorded by other artists. He wrote Wild Thing, a chart topper for the Troggs and Angel of the Morning, made famous by Juice Newton. Taylor is also being remembered for his own recordings, including such singles as Early Sunday Morning and Big River. He was the younger brother of actor Jon Voight. TV personality Mel Schilling died March 24, 2026 of complications from cancer at the age of 53. She was a dating expert on the popular Australian reality TV series Married at First Sight, spending a decade coaching contestants after their blind date weddings. Schilling is being remembered as a positive force who lit up rooms with her smile. Musician Terry Cox died March 19, 2026 at the age of 89. He was the founding drummer for Pinnacle, the influential British folk rock band known for songs like Once I Had a Sweetheart and Light Flight. Cox is also being remembered for drumming on David Bowie's first major hit, Space Odyssey, and on 2 albums for Elton John. Now, musician and songwriter Dash Crofts died March 25, 2026 at the age of 85. He was half of the 1970 soft rock duo Seals and Crofts. Known for his hits like Summer Breeze, Diamond Girl, and Get Closer, Crofts is being remembered for co-writing the band's hits and for playing guitar and mandolin along with singing co-lead vocals with Jim Seals. That concludes today's video. Make sure that you like and follow. It doesn't cost you anything, but it means so much to us. Hit that like and subscribe button today.